What's up, everybody? Mike Newfound Past. Craig, you're first. What's up, brother? Yeah, just got a few solds. I mean, it was a bad day, but it's all perspective. What I consider a bad day was still over $100 worth of stuff. So you got to take, you got to take that, right? So yeah, I got it all pulled out here. I got a few of my packing supplies ready to go. So yeah, let's get to it. And I just sold another one, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Uh, Usually, if something comes in before like 11, I'll go ahead and pack it out same day. But hopefully I have enough sales for tomorrow. So, okay. So what do we got here? Make sure my shot's okay. Oh yeah, first one. I think I had one on my second account and the rest are on my main account. Nothing on any other platforms, Poshmark or anything like that. This first one's a funny one. I had a guy asking a million questions about it, and I was trying to answer him. He lived in Hawaii, but uh, then somebody else swooped in and bought it. A guy from Florida swooped in and bought the Tommy Bahama hibiscus flower short sleeve button up shirt. Yeah, this looks like it was brand new without the tags. I think that's what I listed it as. 100% silk Tommy Bahama. Good stuff. I mean, I like these shirts myself, so especially when I'm in Hawaii. But yeah, going to Florida, so this will definitely be first class. We'll put it in a poly bag. Be ready to go. I remember back when I was in high school, silk shirts were a thing, and I was on the leading edge of those. I think I was even though I was poor, I worked and saved up money and bought my own clothes and stuff, and I think I was one of the first in the school to have a silk shirt. Then everybody started wearing them, of course. Okay, so first item up. That is 10 ounces. I got it in 10 ounces, so make sure my dimensions are at least close. First class shipping to Florida, $4.08. Done deal. Oops, I did that thing again. I was using my laser printer the other day and forgot to change it back to my Dymo. Cancel that printing. Print the label. Dymo. One of those days, eh? I gotta reset my Dymo. That thing, I have to unplug it every once in a while. Wait for the blue light to go out. The next item up on our main account, after we get this label printed, is going to North Carolina. I'll get it here in a second. As soon as the capacitor releases its energy and this Dymo resets, there it goes. There we go. All right. The label. Done. All right. This one's going to North Carolina. It's a Pfaltzgraff bake and serve stoneware bunt pan. This is pretty heavy, but it's in its own box and everything, and it's not going very far, so it shouldn't be that much to ship. I may put a little padding down in there and show you guys. Yeah, brand new. It's an enameled cast iron bunt pan. I'm going to put a little paper down in here so it's not sloshing around. I'll tape the edges. But since this is already boxed, I'm just going to put it in a poly bag. Okay, let's take this side. Take this side. Got our large poly bags right here. This box is about 12 inches wide, and that is about the limit on this size poly bag. This poly bag's about laying flats is like 14 or 15 inches, but once you raise the top, about maxes it out in the 12-inch box. There you go. That's the thing about cubic rate. Like, this will be fine because it's going close, but if I wanted to try to get cubic rate, what's bad about cubic rate is doing a poly bag. Like on Pirate Ship, it can't be a gusseted bag, you know, where it has the expandable bottom. It has to be flat seams. It can't be gusseted for cubic. Yeah, this is 3 pounds. Yeah, $7.70. So, you know, if that was going to California, it'd be like over double the price. But then we'd have done cubic rate. All right, next up. Next up is eBay giving me the blue circle. Going to New Hampshire. Another bathing suit, size 16. Double check and make sure I got the right style, the right design. 83. I have so many of these, I like to make sure that I don't send the wrong one. Check the number on them. 83, this is the correct one. Alright. Like I said, going to New Hampshire, first class. Cheap. Poly bag. And 10 ounces. $4 even. First class to New Hampshire. Alright. Next up. Going to North Carolina again. It's nice. These are the original splash bombs. This isn't complete new in the box, but the ones that are in here are new. You know, it's like someone used them and they bought it and used a few of them in their pool and stuff. But yeah, pretty nice. We're just gonna poly bag this, hopefully. I don't think this will fit. I was hoping it would, but yeah, no way, no way that's gonna fit. So. Let's see how much this weighs. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Guess I'll use one of my big poly bags on it because I don't want to box it. This is overkill, of course, but I don't have an in-between size. I need to to shop today for some poly bags. I'm running low anyway, so I can get an in-between size between this one and the 18 by 15. Need a tweener. I need like a 24 or a 30 by 20. Shove the confetti in my pocket so my cats don't eat it. Alright, 1 pound, 6 ounces. There's 18. 6 ounces, 18 by 13. I had I must have measured the box. Put the measurements in there. $7.41. That is what it is. It's not going to get any cheaper. is the last item for today. Wow, that snuck up on me. That's why I only have a few items. This one's going to Ohio. Next one. And it's I had a whole bunch of like DVDs that were pretty much worthless individually, but I categorized them, and this is like a toddler's DVD lot with Elmo and SpongeBob and all kinds of, it's even some loose discs. And yeah, sold. Lighted them up. So, I'm going to put these loose discs in a sleeve I think I have over here. Just one of these bubble mailer sleeves. I'm going to put the loose discs in, so they're not getting more scratched than they already are. And then put all this in just a padded mailer. I'm sure someone's just cooped up at home with their toddler and needs some entertainment. Or we will oblige them. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Alright. I just sold something. Yep. Just sold another bathing suit. You'll see that tomorrow, probably. Hope those bathing suits sell. Well, I say I hope they sell out, but they're consistent sellers and made me pretty good money. 1 pound, 5 ounces. 1 pound, 5 ounces. And this is definitely medium mail. For sure. They can inspect it all they want. It's medium mail. $3.33. Pretty good deal on those. If I'd have sold those individually, there was no way I'd have got the money I got for them. And you'll see specifics in a what sold video coming up in a few weeks. Probably do a what sold video tomorrow or the next day. But it's behind by a couple weeks or a month or something. So yeah, it's our 5 packages, and we sold 2 more this morning that we will ship out tomorrow. Hopefully we sell more today. Oh my goodness. Gotta find out. Yeah. Yep, I've sold a t-shirt today and a bathing suit so far. Preview for tomorrow. Sure. Hey, Anissa, what's going on, girl? How's life up in PA? Trying to work on a thumbnail, Craig. I don't know what you use, but I usually do my thumbnails on my iPad, and I use Photoshop Express and I think it's called Fonto, Phonto, Fonto. I use the Photoshop Express to size to a YouTube thumbnail size, and I use the Fonto to add text. I just do it on an iPad. I try to. That's the common theme with me. I try to find the easiest way possible to do everything. What's up, John? Dad's Vintage Garage. How's life down in Richmond? I've been looking at some mini excavators and a few good possibilities down in the Richmond area, so I may be coming down there in the next month or so, hopefully, to get a mini excavator. I got a lot of tree work to do on my land, and I can just, I have my chainsaw. I could just saw the trees down, lay them, but I want to rip the stumps out too. So that's why I'm probably going to get an excavator. And so a good thing about an excavator is you don't have to saw it and then rip the stump out. You literally just dig in front of the stump and push the tree over, and you get the root and all out of there, and then backfill a little hole. And you got good level land with no possibilities of roots rotting and causing divots and holes and stuff. So yeah, moral of the story is I've been looking at a mini excavator. They are kind of priced at a premium because everyone wants a mini excavator because they're so handy and versatile. Obviously, I've been looking at one that, I don't know, under 10,000 pounds because I want to be able to pull it with my half-ton truck and have the at least have the auxiliary hydraulic line to put a articulating thumb on the bucket. If it's already there, great, but I can put one on just as long as it has the auxiliary hydraulic line. So yeah, been looking at one of those, but man, they're expensive. I mean, there is no way in Hades you can get a decent one for between $10,000 and $15,000. You have to go between 15 and 25,000 to get a decent one that doesn't have 10,000 hours. But yeah, not looking forward to spending that money, but I really need it because our land is super overgrown, and yeah, not going to do it by hand, that's for sure. What is up, Thrifty Santa? Oh, the DVDs, I guess you're talking about. I'm not worried about it because they're all used, and yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. I've never really had much trouble out of those padded mailers either. So, but yeah, if it was like all brand new movies in a lot or something, I would probably box them. But yeah, I'm not worried about it because, like I said, there's some loose discs, and the other cases weren't that good anyway. Some of them have the broken tabs and everything. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. What's up, Andy Garza? Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, I've posted. I've been trying to do every day, so I do have a lot of new videos. If you hope YouTube's just now notifying you that he's back after even though I've been back making videos for a couple months. Yeah, I got a lot of videos posted, man. Appreciate you go back and watching the back catalog. Lots of stuff posted. Nissa, I've got a lot of Barney VHS. Probably not worth much. Yeah, probably not. I mean, you could try to pair them with the VHS player, but a lot of times the VHS player is worth more than the videos. But yeah, yep. Anissa says her husband with his mini dug her grave in the backyard a few weeks ago. Man, he is not a big fan of the quarantine, is he? if now I mean, you're here now, obviously, but I know you've probably been working and stuff, but I'm like, man, next time if you don't show up in chats and stuff and be like, geez, did he use that grave? I don't know. Yeah, Kent says, Anissa, be careful if he buys a wood chipper. Yeah, a wood chipper and a deep freeze. Yeah, if he goes like, we need a deep freeze and a wood chipper, you may want to like head for the hills. The Pennsylvania hills for sure. Because I don't want to give anybody ideas, but you don't want to push a fresh body through a wood chipper. It's messy. But if you freeze a body and then send it through a wood chipper, a lot less messy. Not that I know that from experience. Oh my goodness. What's up, Dan? NH guy, hope life up in New Hampshire's well. You working again today, brother? Oh no, yeah. The box is really rigid. It's one of the older style double wall boxes, and yeah, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, not at all. And like I said, it was enamel cast iron, so it's not any danger of anything crushing or anything. And the box is really heavy duty. So, but yeah, appreciate you looking out for me though, because sometimes I do make boneheaded decisions. That's for sure. In the heat of the moment, especially when something's on the verge, like between 2 and 3 pounds, I'm like, we could probably get away with doing this, but if you're saying you could probably get away with it, it's probably not a good idea to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, sorry, Anissa. I mean, I hope your husband doesn't watch. Give me any ideas, like I said, but deep freeze and wood chipper. Yeah, run for sure. Yeah. Yeah, if he dips into your reselling stash for your contractor bags, everybody should have contractor bags. We have legitimate reasons, but like I said, combine contractor bags with a deep freeze and a wood chipper. Oh, bad. But he already has a mini excavator too, especially if it has like most minis only have like an 8 foot depth reach, but if he goes out like, I need a bigger one with like a 12 foot reach. So that way, any, dogs won't get the scent. Yeah, you may, it's not a good thing. Oh gosh. Dan's at work. Yep. Hopefully it's been not too bad on you. I don't know what industry you're in, but hopefully it's not crazy like some of the retail workers, man. I feel bad for those cats. I was at when I was dropping off the FedEx package yesterday. The FedEx closest to me is inside Walmart. Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever. But Walmart's also the closest grocery store, everything to me. It's literally like just a couple miles down the road. So when I was there yesterday, those poor retail workers. I mean, when I was standing there in the self checkout line, because that's pretty much, they have like 1, 2 real cashiers, and the rest, they have 10 self checkout lines. So that's the way things are going. I was sitting there thinking when I was in the self checkout line, I'm like, in 10 years, in an entire Walmart supercenter, there may be 5 employees total in there, because I think they will automate their stocking. All the checkouts are already pretty much automated. I literally think there'll be 5 or less people in an entire superstore in probably 10 years. Whereas 20 years ago, you'd go into a superstore and there was probably 30 or 40 people working in one. And that's getting less and less and less. I mean, Amazon already has it worked out in their warehouses where almost everything's automated. And Walmart's eventually, like, I predict 10 years or less, there'll be, just a few people. And I think another thing that's going to come out of this quarantine, this pandemic and this quarantine and stuff, is I think all these fast food restaurants may not even open up their dining rooms again. They may strictly go just drive through, be staffed with, 4 or 5 people, and that's it. That way, because if you take away the dining room, you don't have to have someone at the dining room cashier. You don't have to have someone cleaning the tables. You don't have to have someone cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning the floors. You just have your back people cooking, taking orders, and they may even get around that. You may drive up to McDonald's in 5 years and there'll be a touchscreen. Or you just, use your app to order and you go through the drive-through and you pick it up. They may go to that. But you're going to have cooks, and even that they'll try to automate eventually. They'll have, like if you go to Japan, they have the vending machines in Japan are just blow your mind. Like literally you can go to Japan to a vending machine and get hot food out of a vending machine, and not crappy stuff either. Pretty good stuff. Like you can go and get ramen or, bowl of soup or, other hot food right out of a vending machine. And that's what McDonald's is going to go to. I firmly believe that. Walmart's going to be the same way. Oh yeah, don't forget the duct tape. Now we're trending into BDSM territory, aren't we? No, I'm just kidding. Oh gosh. And this says, for real reselling, what do you do with contractor bags? Oh, like just yesterday, on my stream yesterday, I didn't do it on the live stream, but I talked about it because I had these upstairs and I didn't want to go upstairs and get them. But I sold a suitcase yesterday, a big suitcase, and it's too big for my poly bag, but it's a suitcase. It doesn't need to be boxed because it's a suitcase, literally. So contractor bag, you put it acts just like a poly bag. It's a big poly bag, and I put that suitcase in 2 contractor bags, taped it up, just right as rain, sent it through FedEx, and they have no problem with it. Because if you box a suitcase, that box for that suitcase is going to be 3-4 pounds, and that just ups your weight, ups your shipping costs, everything like that. So yeah. Oh boy. Dan makes printed circuit boards for government contracts. Oh, that's pretty cool work. Tons of government contractors in my area, along with government employees. My wife works for the government, so yeah, I get that. Anissa, I hate eating fast food. Cesspool of germs and bacteria and viruses. Good God Almighty. There's an argument to be made. That's how kids get immune to stuff but you can just literally play out in the dirt and get immune to stuff. But yeah, I really don't think the dining rooms will come back, really. And I'm not going to miss it. It sounds like you won't miss it either. You can just tell your kids, no dining room open, going through the drive-through. Much easier that way. Oh yeah, chicken wings, yeah. When I was at Costco last time, I'm down to my last package of chicken thighs, but Costco has not had any chicken the past 2 or 3 times I went at all. Probably could have got some at Walmart the other day, but I usually like buying my bulk meat stuff at Costco because it's just so much more cost effective. Yeah, Kent talking about the contractor bags. He uses them to wrap items for shipping, kind of like a large backpack stuff. Exactly, just like that suitcase. It just works out well. Is this the Dexter channel? Could be. I was a big fan of Friday the 13th when I was a kid. Yeah. She doesn't have a lot of big items for sale. Yeah, I get that. What's up, Michelle? I get that, but they do come in handy. I mean, and they're not that expensive. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. I get mine at Costco. Just literally get the biggest contractor bags you can find with the thickest millimeters. Like, I forget what they are, like 4 millimeter. Hello, Karen. What is up? Thank you for popping in. If you're just now joining live, I've already packed everything up, so make sure you go back and watch the packing part. Appreciate that. Exactly. That's how kids get immune, right? They eat their... Oh, gosh. It makes me... Thinking about what this stuff that kids put in their mouth. I don't have kids, so... Oh, not at all, Kent. You can imagine... I've been to the Goodwill bins, not locally, because the closest one to us is either, I think... Richmond has one, or Baltimore. They don't have one in this area in Northern Virginia. But when we was in Missouri, I would go to the Kansas City one a few times, and good Lord, what a human cesspool that juke joint is. Oh, you can find stuff though. I found stuff there. And absolutely dumpster diving. You can't imagine, like, think about this scenario. Like, people go out at night to dumpster dive, and just before they got there, like, a raccoon was in there rummaging around, took a big old dump, sneezed on the bags, and you got people going there right after, and the raccoon was rabid. And you go in there and you're messing with stuff, like, and you're wearing gloves, but you're doing stuff, and it flicks like liquid on your face, and like, well, bleh. Oh my gosh. And this says she's never been to the bins. I don't like big crowds, never have. Yeah, I'm getting worse and worse about that in my old age. I almost need something for anxiety. Like the other day when I had the disagreement with my neighbor, it took me like 6 hours to calm down. And I don't know if that's just a bad temper or anxiety, but I think it's anxiety related, just because I was so worked up over him being so rude. But yeah. I do have CBD oil, but yeah, I don't know how effective that is. I took a huge dose, and that still took me about 6 hours to calm down. So, yeah, not really for me either. I agree with you guys. I like my area. Of course, I'm looking forward to getting out thrifting more, but I do miss the Missouri farm auctions. That for sure. The more rural auctions, the auctions here are pretty much all online, and the prices people pay for stuff is just, they're obviously buying it for themselves. They're not buying it to resell. There's really very little to buy at auction to resell in this area. So it's it's funny. Kent said, buy a wood chipper, Mike. That is pretty funny, but we have our land, 4 acres or whatever here. And I had to buy a mower. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace. So I was looking for the thing is, we have 4 acres, but most of it's wooded, so it's not mowable, but we do have about 3/4 of an acre that needs to be mowed. So I went and bought a used Cub Cadet self-propelled mower, and it works really well. New ones were like $1,200, and I paid $750 on Facebook Marketplace, so I saved myself some cash there, $450 or so. And I also bought, we have so many trees, I have leaves everywhere, so I bought a self-propelled leaf vacuum mulcher, and it has a little spot for mulching up sticks. So I do have a mulcher, but it's a small one. You'd only be able to fit like fingers in it. What's up, Tommy? Oh my gosh, we're talking about deep freezers and wood chippers and disposing of bodies. I don't know how we got on that today, but we did. We think Anissa's husband's trying to kill her, so we're trying to give her advice, to head for the Pennsylvania hills when he shows up at home with a deep freezer and a wood chipper and some contractor bags and duct tape. Yeah, what's the most bizarre thing you can buy for reselling at like Home Depot that they're going to give you the side eye? Like, what is this person doing? Some like cleaning products, contractor bags, duct tape. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's the fun thing about the live streams and chats. I honestly didn't think this one would be that long because I only had 5 things to pack up, but it turned out really well. I appreciate your guidance in this. It made it entertaining. Tommy says Kent has been gone for a while, and Mrs. Dago may be MIA. Maybe he was full of good ideas, so it was fresh on his mind. She was like, "Oh, what did I do? Oh yeah, the contractor bags, the wood chipper, you know, rope. Yeah, that is says rope. Oh gosh, yeah, can you imagine like I said, Walmart or Home Depot, and you know you're just a reseller like me, and you're like, oh, I need some contractor bags. I need some cleaning supplies, some bleach. And you're like, oh, while I'm here, I'll pick up a wood chipper and a deep freeze. You can buy all that stuff at Home Depot. You can buy a deep freeze. Well, now they're sold out, but you know you normally can buy a deep freeze. You can buy a wood chipper, contractor bags, rope, duct tape, cleaning supplies. Yes, some acid. Michelle said some acid. Some of those drain cleaner stuff that's really powerful acids. You know, like gallons and gallons of that. Oh my gosh. Lime, yeah. Lime prevents the smell, doesn't it? Couple of pickers, lime. And the only reason I know that, people, I'm not a freak to know about this stuff, but the only reason I know lime like covers smell is because like a trick in gardening is like, especially with cucumber, well, basically any plant, if you when you dig your hole in the ground before you plant your plants and stuff, if you put like a whole fish, Native Americans used to do this with corn. You put a whole fish there and plant your plant on top of it, it'll like fertilize it and be really good. But that fish will draw animals and stuff. It'll dig it up. But if you cover the fish with lime, it blocks the smell, so animals won't dig it up. That's the only reason I know that. I swear. People think I'm a freak. I don't think they sell ball gags at Home Depot, do they, Kent? Or do they have a special section in the back that I've never been into? I don't know. Gosh. Oh yeah, that's a good thought, Michelle. Concrete, yeah, for your patio. Got to dig some footings for my new deck. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. Helps the decay process work faster. So we've heard, yeah. We know what you're planning. We know what you're planning, Lisa. Don't lie. Your husband may want to run. Somebody warn him. Head for the hills. Oh my gosh. That's another thing I'm considering. You know, I've been shopping for the mini excavator for the tree issue and stuff, but I'm considering, and I probably will video this because why not? Put up like a GoPro with time lapse, but I've priced out like putting in my own pool, do it myself, and having an excavator, I can do it. You know, and I was pricing out fiberglass pools, and they have those the panels pools that you know they'll send you panels, you put them together, and it uses a liner for an in-ground pool. I'll probably go and go with that one, not with steel panels though. They make polycarbonate panels, and I think I'm gonna go with that one. So I'm thinking about installing my own pool because you know got a quote for putting a pool in, and they want like 50 grand. I don't have 50 grand, no, but I really want a pool. I'm getting older, want to enjoy myself. So I'm probably going to do it myself. I could probably do it myself for about 15 grand if I have my mini excavator. So the mini excavator will pay for itself if I put it in a pool. All right, everyone. I appreciate the laughs today. It was fun. You guys are always good for a laugh. Appreciate Anissa and Tommy and Kent and Michelle, all your suggestions. I'm going to head to Home Depot right now and pick up some of that stuff. Not really. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for participating. We'll see you next time.